In the last video, I wanted you to identify what type of pelvic tilt you have. Do you tip forward and have that anterior pelvic tilt, where the ASIS is pushing out in front of like where the pubic bone is? It's more tilted this way. Or do you have a posterior pelvic tilt, where your tailbone is more tucked under, you're gripping more with your glutes, that type of positioning, posterior pelvic tilt? Why does it matter what we are? So here's the thing. If you are in one or the other and you don't deal with any type of tension or pain spots, it doesn't really matter. The only thing that I would recommend you do is you need to make sure that you can move through both positions. So if you are someone who's usually stuck in an anterior pelvic tilt, so you kind of have that arch in that low back, if you don't deal with any type of aches or pains, you don't have split abs, you don't have prolapse, you don't have any type of pain, and you are able to effectively, easily go into a posterior pelvic tilt, then you're good. It doesn't matter. Down the road, it may affect how you move. You may start to deal with tension spots, aches and pains from being in that position more times than not. So that is where the problem starts to occur, is the position we are in for extended periods of time, and things start to get, what I like to say, sticky. We start to sit in a position for extended periods of time. Certain muscles start to lengthen, certain muscles start to tighten, and then we are dealing with problems down the road. So that is why I wanted you to be aware of which one you are. Understand that depending on which one you are, if you're able to move through the opposing position, then you might be fine. So what we're going to do today is I want you just to test it out and see how you move through a posterior pelvic tilt to an anterior pelvic tilt. So we are going to let gravity be our friend with this exercise. I'm not going to have you do it standing. We're actually going to work down on hands and knees, and we're just going to play into the posterior pelvic tilt and the anterior pelvic tilt, which is a cat and cow when you're on hands and knees. So just go into a basic hands and knees, and what we're going to focus on is our pelvis, okay? We're working through this area here. We are not working up through the upper back. So a lot of times when we do cat and cow, you may be going all the way up through the back, which is fine, but that's not what I want you to work on here, because right now what we're doing is we're seeing how well you can move through the two positions of the pelvis. So posterior pelvic tilt and anterior pelvic tilt. So we're going to take our belly, we're going to let our belly drop down, and I want to see how much release you get in this position, or I want for you to see how much release you get in this position. So are you able to lengthen your glutes through this position? And then from here, curl it up. Now I'm curling through my low back. I'm not popping it up into my mid and upper back, okay? So we're just going here. We're moving through this position here. And if you need to record yourself, go for it, so you can see how much are you able to move through this position. And I'll tell you, you can get a really nice core work here, just working on this and focusing on your breathing at the same time. So that is what we're doing today, is we are just seeing, are you able to move in and out of the position? Because if you are, and you don't deal with any pain or tension, then you are good. You're welcome to continue to watch over the next 3 days as I provide you with some exercises and stretches to help you if you are dealing with minor aches and pains. But like I said, if you're able to move in and out of those positions and don't deal with any pain, then that's a good thing. If not, feel free to join me over the next few days as I go over some of the exercises and stretches like I mentioned, and reach out to me. Make sure you comment below with any questions you have along the way so that I am here to help answer your questions for you.